What's good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason, and we are back here for another one. It is me and the homie Martin tonight, the dynamic duo, giving you all the All-22 breakdown tonight, man. I'm excited to get into this. I mean, this is some of the best film the two has ever put out. Martin, before we get into it, though, I got to shout out PL. PL donated $20. And he said, it is an absolute thing of beauty to see those who spewed pure toxicity, keeping the Dolphins community divided with their TUA hate, now whining about the whirlwind coming back at them due to TUA success. I got to say, bro, listen, I've told y'all this, I'm going to say it again. This could have been easy. People could have admitted they were wrong, but you got people who are out here doubling down, backpedaling, and the worst of it is you can tie these people. They've got agendas. They've got reasons to be where they're at right now. I mean, let's call a spade. A lot of these people are either they got made to look foolish over Rosen, or they're Flores apologists. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, EM Dolphin fan, and I quote, said to me this week on the phone just a few days ago, man, as every day passes, Brian Flores just looks more buffoonish and buffoonish. And remember, EM Dolphin fan was a huge Flores guy. But even EM Dolphin fan is objectively sitting back and saying, yep, Flores, I was wrong. He's telling me, Flores, he's like, yep, I was wrong. Flores held him back. And EM Dolphin fan is even saying that because he knows, because he keeps it objective, right? People have hated on certain EM takes because of the platforms he's made them on, and they've been tied to the narrative on those platforms. That's what he's been tied in with, not necessarily his takes, because our evaluations line up. It's just we had different beliefs in the ceiling, et cetera, right? So anyways, that's not to say, EM thought with these weapons he could give top 12 play, but I digress. I gotta say, bro, these people could have got it easy. They could have admitted they were wrong, but they're doubling down, and they're not just taking it on the chin. Listen, if you thought Rosen was ever a franchise quarterback QB, I said it before, I'll say it now 2 years later. Your opinion on quarterbacks is dead, null, and void to me, okay? The difference between Rosen and Tua, anyone who's watched film, anyone who's played the position, it was night and day. Sure, Rosen didn't have a ton around him, but in both situations, Arizona and Miami, he didn't even flash. You didn't even see blips on the radar of like, okay, there's life, surround him. You know what I mean? You didn't see that, where the film was telling us, Martin, okay, y'all going to go make an upgrade for Deshaun Watson? I mean, go do you, but at the end of the day, Tua looks like he's worth investing in. And what did I say last year? My whole thing with Tua was, Tua looks like he's worth investing in because he can become a franchise quarterback. That was my whole thing. They invested in him, and he's giving us franchise quarterback, not only franchise quarterback level play, top 3 play in the NFL. It's exceeding everyone's ever taken. We set it low. We wanted top 12, top 10. We're like, just give us that. It's because we all, first year in the new scheme, first year with all the new weapons, right? We expect, I mean, I'm sitting here, Martin. I had the same conversation with the EM Dolphin fan. I said to him, Martin, I said, bro, what is this going to look like in year 2? You know what I'm saying? Think about that.
This is absolutely the first year under Mike McDaniel in this offense, and we are looking like the NASCAR version of what San Francisco, is at the moment.
Oh yeah,
because we have more explosive weapons in Tyreek and Waddle, and also we have a more.
Never had these vertical threats that we have.
And let me double down too with we also have a more explosive quarterback as far as just quickness, decisiveness, accuracy. Like the reason why it's at an accelerated rate right now as we speak is because of the talent that has been injected in that room. And now coming year 1, and even with our boy, again,
Martin. For people who don't know, Martin has not only played the position, but he's also, like me, he's a little bit of a historian of the position. Name all the, and we could sit here, and Martin, and we're not blowing smoke because let's rifle. I'll let you, because I've already done it. I've already named how many quarterbacks have we seen this with? Manning with Harrison, right? Look at Manning in his first year, then he gets Harrison. Look at what he turns into, right? You see this. Rodgers out the gate with a prime Greg Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
Diggs with Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We've seen this over and over again. Mahomes out of the gate with Tyreek.
Right. Right. You know, and he still has the best tight end in football. Let's not forget that either.
That's what I've always said too. It's like, okay, because people are like, oh, well, Waddle's making it, Waddle and scheme is making it for Tyreek to put up these gaudy numbers. And I'm like, no. Kelsey was a red zone thief, first of all.
Right.
And he was a big chunk gain guy like Gronk in his prime. So
exactly.
No. And number two, Andy Reid's one of the best, if not the best offensive minds in the last 30 years. Who are we lying to?
And from the 2000s moving forward, it's been Andy Reid and his offensive scheme.
And Mahomes couldn't do this. Last year, they were turning him into a guy who's catching the ball mainly at the line of scrimmage. Tua saying, hold my beer, watch this. I got no arm. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it's fun to watch, man. It's fun to watch. This the first year of it.
How was not everyone buying it? I don't get it. You know, I got the interview with David Furones. We'll be dropping on Thursday morning for everyone about 8-9 a.m. Be on the lookout for it. And I said to him, "Can you believe that there's still fans that just are not admitting they were wrong, moving on with their life, and enjoying this ride?" Because I'm gonna tell y'all keep acting like this. I said this before. I'll say it again. You know, just like. You know, what was that movie with the just like the Blair Witch? I want y'all to turn in that corner of the room, face the corner of the room while we celebrate the success, all right? You can be in the room, but you're going to Blair Witch it. I want you looking in the corner of the room with your back to us, all right? You can be around, but you ain't going to party with us, right? You ain't going to with us.
And honestly, man, that's the saddest part because obviously we have the first – what is it? First 9 games, right? Or excuse me, 10 games, 7-3, right?
Yeah.
8 of them which Tua started in, right? And 7 of them where he hasn't lost. I'm just saying, as far as the quote unquote sample size, how is this not enough for you to convince yourself? Because people are still trying to debate what he did in week 1.
What does he got to do in December and January? Like all of a sudden, if he has one bad game in December or January, that nullifies the rest of it. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of football to be played. He could very well have another Steelers game where he does just enough to win, but it's not pretty. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of football to be played here. And I mean, I know Dolphin fans haven't watched playoff football in a while, but that Steeler game is a perfect example of games you got to win in the playoffs.
Right,
that's why I keep stressing all y'all. Jason Sanders needs to get his act together because you need to rely on a guy because you're going to have close games where both defenses are going to show up, points are going to be scarce, and your kicker's going to need to be the guy you rely on.
Absolutely. And again, reason out the gate, Tua from weeks 1 to week 3. It's not like we expected him to be this good from week 1. Week 1 was just pretty much saying, okay, let me see what I can do. Week 2, let me see what I can do. And then he exploded, obviously, in that fourth quarter. But then week 3 came against the best, quote unquote, the best team in the league at that point in time. And he still held his own. And then obviously in that Cincinnati game, he was knocked out. But for him to come back and to be damn near flawless outside of the game he returned, in the Pittsburgh game, for people to still say, I need to see more. I get it. You don't want to put all your eggs in the basket because you've been here before, but just look at what has been occurring this last month, you know what I mean? Of football. There is no way you can convince yourself that Tua has not risen to the occasion. And he's consistently, like how we always said, once he puts together game by game by game, that's when you know the stride that you're going to be in. And right now, Tua's stride is perfect right now.
I gotta say this, bro. And I know we touched on this subject and we getting weird Twitter little messages about you now because of it. But thank you for following me, Ballgame, and Martin through this all-22 journey. Just like Moses' disciples followed him through the desert. Right? We took you to the promised land, man. We took y'all to the promised land. We're there. The tape didn't lie. Again, what happened? When you know how to watch the tape never lies. When you know how to watch it, that's why All-22 or Nothing started on this channel in this community. The tape doesn't lie if you know how to watch it. If you know how to watch it, the tape will not lie to you.
I agree, man. Phinside, the NFL was the staff that parted the Red Sea, and we were like, "All right, guys, let's go." And everybody's like, "I don't know, man. I think the waves are gonna crash on the plane." God got us.
Now we've come down with the tablet of the left arm of God, and all y'all know what time it is. Number one, thou shall not blasphemize thou franchise quarterback. All right. That's what time it is. That's the number one rule.
Oh my goodness, bro! Right? Hey, that was a perfect, segue, bro. Because I'm telling you, it feels like that because you like you said, we feel vindicated and what have you. But the reality is, man, the Dolphins are good.
Nick Hicks, the most vindicated man who deserves flowers out there.
He got Tua back.
Videos, all of y'all who hated on him, who got in y'all emotions. Man, it's the same thing. Let's be honest. All of these people who didn't know how to watch film got in their emotions real quickly, didn't know how to evaluate a quarterback properly because they'd never done it before. And here we go. They got into their emotions. They didn't. And you go back. One of the first things Reason ever said in 2019 on those Tuesday night panels and everything I used to do, you give quarterbacks 3 years. I've said that from day one. Two things I said from day one. I don't care if it's Tua, Burrow, or Herbert, build a line. And number two, you give a quarterback 3 years. And by year three, you will get a sense of that guy's ceiling. And I've said it all off season. I said it last off season. And boy, do we got a sense of this ceiling. That thing is Empire State Building high. And I mean, I don't know what to tell you right now.
And Reason, real quick. The craziest part about all this is now we have a run game.
Oh,
now we have.
Martin, imagine if this guy gets a run game. Like we've always said that. Imagine, remember when he was out and Skylar and Teddy were flip-flopping back and forth and they were getting run production and we were like, man, why doesn't Tua get this? And now he's getting it. And
it's creeping in. Yeah, man.
And look at the narratives he's killing every week. All the people, it's Tyreek, it's Waddle, throws for over 300 yards. The highest receiver is 66. He has 8 different receivers. Just distributing the ball, reading all 3 levels. The game, we've been saying for weeks the game is slowing down, and you keep seeing it more and more each week. I mean, you see his head on the constant swivel. I mean, the kid is just, the game is slowing down. The light has gone on, and Tuscaloosa Tua is no more. It is now 305 Tua. And here we go, baby. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, it's one thing to be wrong, because if you think about it, we already proved he was a competent NFL starter by highlighting all the things he did well and the things he still needed to develop with not much around him and all the flashes he had. We're like, okay, he's shown us. That's why we had him ranked. I mean, at least I did. I had him ranked, what did I have him, like between 15 and 18 heading into the season, right?
Yeah. And that was fair.
And
that was a fair ranking.
And that was with nothing around him. A staff that didn't believe in him, a staff that me and you, who ran offenses, we would sit here and literally laugh. And
are they sabotaging
at these play designs and be like, what Mickey Mouse operation is this? And then on top of that, he had no supporting cast. We would look every week. There'd be no separation, and it was 50-50 ball guys who were just – and then on top of that, we're working with guys who aren't even – or on practice squads right now. We're getting –
Reason. Somebody had the perfect rant on, Tua and Justin Herbert, right? And how it is, it has Tua caught up to Justin Herbert, and they flipped the script. They're like, wait a minute. Has Justin Herbert caught up to Tua? Because if you think about Justin Herbert out the gate, he had weapons.
We kept telling
Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Hunter Henry, Austin Eckler. You know what I mean?
Receiving backs in the NFL. Everyone sees Kamara, but everyone sleeps on Eckler. I don't know why.
But people came to his defense saying, "Well, his offensive line was in shambles." Cool, but when you have weapons, and in Tua's case, his his Keenan Allen is now Tyreek Hill.
Go finish what you're going to say, because you're right. I know what you're going to say. Even with bad protection, when you have weapons, you can get the ball out quick to these guys.
It just helped because we're going to see in this film,
a lot of his yardage in that first year. Remember, over half of his yardage was after the catch.
Yeah, very true.
Only about 37% of Tua's yardage right now is after the catch. It's one of the lowest numbers in the NFL.
What we're gonna see in this film session how important it is to have guys you just believe in, because Tua was throwing to Jakeem Grant and Mac Hollins. God bless both of them, because they were still I love those guys, but they weren't Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. You know what I mean? They weren't those type of players.
Let's be honest, buddy. We had a bunch of 3, 4s, and 5s trying to fit them in as 1s and 2s.
Exactly.
That's what we were trying to do.
Exactly.
DVP is not even he's not even a 1 anymore.
Oh, he's been demoted in New England.
Well, no, it's not even that. Look at him, bro. On any
just in general. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Team, it happens to all of them. It happened to AJ Green. Remember, what's AJ? Mm-hmm. It happens to all these guys. Happened to Ocho Cinco. He's just not a 1 anymore. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, he's just not a 1.
Which is cool, which is fine, and again,
I think DVP's a 3 at this point of his career, and even still, your 3 is usually in the slot. And
again, if you look at our 3 receiver right now, which is Trent Sherfield, I mean, he even looks better than what DVP looked like his whole damn, pretty much his career.
Where's Lynn Bowden right now? Dude, I love Lynn Bowden, but where's he right now, buddy? Dude, Malcolm Perry's retired.
Yeah.
Remember, that was rookie year.
That was the guy I was rooting for. Like, I hope he steps up, because we don't got nobody. You know what I mean? It felt like that. I'm just
saying, these are the guys. Some of these guys are literally stocking shelves now. You know what I mean? Like,
that's fair. That's true, man.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, this guy, and on top of that, no protection, and on top of that, an incompetent staff that thought he was the problem. That should show you how even more incompetent this staff is, that they thought Tua was the problem.
And that should also equally show you how great Tua is at just keeping it business, keeping the main thing. His number one priority was to win. Yeah. No matter how it got done, that was his main focus. And all the other circus stuff going around him, coach not believing in him, the supporting cast around him, looking for Tom Brady out over here, Deshaun Watson over here. Should we draft the guy over here? Like, for Tua to keep his head on straight, man, that should let you know he's a franchise guy, bro.
One of the biggest games of an example of what you just said. Remember that Atlanta game after he threw the 2 picks and he looked like a deer in headlights on the sideline?
Yeah.
And then he goes and has that fourth quarter. And that game was and the Jacksonville game were 2 games we always hung our hat on, because he did enough to win those games.
Yeah.
Our coaching staff let us down in those 2 games, right? People forget we were one way a win from the playoffs when he left the people. But here's the thing: he left the field with that lead in the Atlanta game, and people still say, "Oh, but he threw 2 picks." But he threw 4 touchdowns. Even the point differential doesn't work out. If they scored off both of those, that's 14. But he produced 28. So that's up 14. What are you talking about? And that's why I keep saying, where's it, and they kept saying, the elite defense and championship defense. Well, if they were that elite in that championship, they would have got it done. When Brian Flores, Tua basically walked off the field in the Atlanta game and said, "Here you go. Here's the lead, Brian. You got like a minute and a half. Go shut this guy out." Right? That's just, man. And in that Jacksonville game, that was the only game Trevor Lawrence really flashed until they made a coaching change. People forget Brian Flores got out coached in the final 2 minutes by Urban Meyer. Think about that. And I'm not even trying to be funny.
I know, man. I know.
That's sad, bro. But you got amnesia, bro, because but quarterback centric,
The best thing about this reason is we're here now. We're at a point in time where we're not talking about is Tua the guy. We're talking about, can Tua be the MVP?
Comment of the day. Seriously, guys, we could be the Browns right now.
We are in a great position right now, man. And I'll say it again.
Let's go.
We're not talking about is Tua the guy. We're talking about, is he this league's MVP this season.
Well, it's right
and
now.
For us
is he the best quarterback in the NFL right now this year? Is the question now.
And I kind of peeped some stuff going on the Dan Le Batard show, and he was reeling off some stats, and I was just I was baffled.
Bro, we've had this conversation behind the back scenes, and the comparisons we've talked about are like Drew Brees and Kurt Warner. Did you see that stat about him and Kurt Warner? Only two quarterbacks have thrown for 275 plus yards, 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions in 3 consecutive games. Kurt Warner in 99 when he won the MVP, and Tua this year. But that's what I'm saying.
Not a coincidence.
See, you know what's crazy is he's doing things Marino never did, and Marino's the best natural thrower of the football to ever play the game. But Marino also had the Mark brothers, 4-2, 4-4 guys, right? One was 4-2, one was 4-4. He also had stretches in his schedule where he faced bad teams, and he wasn't able to do this because people seem to forget with the gunslinger mentality, Marino used to throw a lot of picks. People forget a lot of games of Marino with 2 or 3 picks, man. People forget that, right? But he was still the best ridiculous thrower of the football. That guy was amazing,
once in a lifetime arm. I agree 100%.
That man was a specimen. That arm should have been insured for like millions of dollars, bro. Like J-Lo's butt. Like, I'm serious, bro.
Marino's arm was out of this world different. And look, but look at the similarities between Marino and Tua. Marino's father taught him how to throw the football. Tua's father taught him how to throw the football lefty, because Tua's predominantly a righty, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
talk about the release. They have arguably 2 of the quickest releases the NFL's seen.
And we're gonna see on this film when it comes up, man. Tua. And I'll give you guys a heads up.
Upright. He don't care about what's coming barreling down at him, bro.
This dude is playing at a different level of confidence, and it's showing on film. And what you put on film is what you are. And what these teams are going to have to see moving forward, they're going to be concentrating on Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, because those are the names being kind of spewed out on national television.
Did you see how
Tua is the maestro?
You see how late in the game when they were trying to get Tyreek more involved and open, they were getting him hoping on those hitches by taking linebackers away with those flat routes. Like they were still trying to get Hill open, even though these guys were taking him away the deep stuff. Like when you look at the intricacies of how they're trying to still get Hill the ball, I was very impressed. I was like, oh damn.
Man. I'm convinced that Mike McDaniel is a mad scientist when it comes to this football stuff, and the pieces that he has in place, especially offensively. Offensive line has played just as lights out as Tua, and the running game with Wilson and Mostert, they just started, ladies and gentlemen. They have just started.
And give that boy Teron Armstead his flowers for how he did against Myles Garrett.
I know.
Lockdown, summer in the city. Like, he had him done, bro. It was over, bro. It was cuffing season, bro. It's getting cold out. It's cuffing season. And so Armstead took it to the field and said, you cuffed, bro.
He was an anchor pretty much the whole game. And even when Myles Garrett got the best of him in like bull rush situations, it still didn't matter. No. It was like, bro.
Tua got it out.
Right. The whole offensive line held their own, bro. That was a hell of a game, bro.
Brother.
It was hell of a game.
The best, and I know Jake Long came here, and I know Brandon Albert, the best left tackle since Richmond Webb, since 78. Richmond Webb, my friend and Finish Line co-host, wore that jersey, man. Teron Armstead is special, bro. He is special, man. Oh, bro, he's fun. And at the price we got him at,
he's a lot. Not only is he an in-game offensive line coach on the field, he's a locker room changer. He's changed. As much as people want to say that Tyreek Hill has changed the dynamic of this team, Teron Armstead, his overall leadership,
and Jeff Wilson, all 3 levels have changed the dynamic, right?
Have you all seen Jeff Wilson just talk? Just this dude is as laid back, nonchalant, not worried about nothing type of personality that it's like when he puts on the pads, he just turns into another dude, bro. I love what we have in this guy, man. And honestly, with Raheem Mostert still, like right by his side, as far as like just good friends and stuff, I'm telling you right now, man, this running attack, like him and Mostert are going to take it personal to put the team on their back when they get these carries game after game, bro. We're going to eventually evolve into that running team that Mike McDaniel wants.
I'll give you 30 seconds because I want to start this film.
For sure.
At the 30-minute mark here for everyone. 30 seconds. Do Eichenberg and Jackson get their jobs back from Shell and Jones? Because I don't think so.
No, Robert Jones played arguably the best game I've seen an offensive lineman play in his, like, what was it, his second start ever? That's one of the best offensive line play I've seen. And Brandon Shell, I mean, just no different than Jeff Wilson. Still, just out of nowhere got him, and he is a plug.
I'd just retain all these guys. I'd retain Shell for another year because you don't have a first-round draft pick. Retain Wilson because they're cheap. Keep those gaps filled up and bring up guys behind them, bro. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, guys, let's do this, man. We excited, man. It's a beautiful day to be a Dolphins fan. I don't know, a beautiful time.
I mean, yeah.
Damn. All right, let's full screen this bad boy.
It's been a long,
yeah, man. Oh, dude.
Long time coming.
Change coming.
But I know. Let me tell you, man. Change came.
Thank God.
I know.
Oh, man. Oh, change came and it wasn't 2 quarters and a nickel, brother. I love it. Let's go. All right, let's get into it, guys. So it's 7-0 Browns after that disastrous special teams coverage and first drive. So 1st and 10, 2 under center. Mostert is the single back here. 21 personnel, 2 receivers to the left, 1 split right. Browns in quarters, but they're going to shift into like a cover 6 look here. You're going to see Tyreek's going to motion to the right, play action, and 2 is just going to simply take Mostert underneath on his flat route for 4 yards. Just simple. Get it going, man. Build that rhythm.
Yeah, and again, there was probably an opportunity. You know what I mean? Like as far as understanding the quarters coverage, especially because, like you said, they rolled into a cloud 6, 24, cover 2 to the left and cover 4 to the right. Whenever you have a guy playing off, especially that scissor concept that they just ran, you're almost guaranteed that safety is going to be playing that slot guy
at the 35. You're talking about the scissor concept at the 35, guys.
Right there. So when you see that happen, normally, obviously you have to have time to do it too. When you see that quarters coverage, you already know that corner route, just flatten out that wide receiver, get that big chunk. But regardless, first play of the game, he got the ball out. I love the decision regardless because it's a positive play. So I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it too, man. Bro, and again,
look at Shell right here too. Look at Brandon Shell.
Take that.
Look, man, these guys came to play. The whole offensive line. It was like a show, bro.
I love it. All right, 2nd and 8 after 2 back-to-back Mostert runs now. Tua in the gun. Mostert to his right, 21 personnel. 2 receivers split left. Cover 4 for Cleveland here, which will actually, you saw a lot of this game. They actually ran cover 4 about 35.8% of all defensive reps. And so Mostert, he is going to motion to the left, and it's going to be a screen to Mostert. Tua floats it over Ronnie Harrison. That was a nice little float over 5 yards.
Right. That was a field throw. It was smart and decisive.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think this is what Coach McDaniels was talking about. Like, he's going through his read so quickly, like he's going to like his 3rd read in like 2 seconds. Basically, you already know his first 2 reads has to be on every play, Tyreek and Jalen. He has to know what coverage works for them to get open. As soon as he sees 1, 2, up right there, like it's, and he's not hesitating. The decisiveness is what's really, making this so much better, man. Tua looks smooth. He looks smart.
Because it's you know what? I think it's just natural in him to get the tempo up too. You know what I mean? And that's what he's doing when you look at it, right? He's getting that tempo up. He's just getting, if it's not there quickly, boom, it's out. Just keep them on their heels, and we'll see that he's setting them up for stuff later on with those flats, because that's what gets them to bite later on in the game to free up those Tyreek hitches, right? So if you keep selling teams on something, then you can go over the top with them. Now, I'm not saying you went over top on the hitches, but I'm saying, like, you know, you're basically building them up, setting them up right now. So,
exactly.
3rd and 3 now. 2 in the gun. Mostert to his left. 11 personnel. 2x2 set with Gesicki motioning to the right there, and that shows cover 2 man for the Browns out of the motion. And 2 is going to take Hill here on the speed out, trying to get the sticks, but it's good coverage, and the defender stands Hill up just short of the first.
Good play. It was a good play by the defense. Yeah,
really good defensive play here. Very
good play call.
But you ain't.
But we wound up getting the first down regardless.
Yeah,
so
you ain't gonna shut us down like that.
It's all good.
And can I say this? He was all over the film. Taki, for the Browns.
Oh yeah,
that guy was everywhere, dude.
I think Taki has developed well for the Cleveland Browns as well. Not to get on the Cleveland Browns, you know, because this is the Dolphins platform, but Taki, man, you know, when he got drafted, I think he got drafted out of what was it? Somewhere on the West Coast, bro. Like, I think BYU or something like that.
I don't remember.
But regardless, his development is similar to Tua's development. They thought he was a bust too, but he's come along this exact same way. He kept patient, and like you said, he was all over.
Yeah, you were right. BYU, by the way. Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah, man. So, man, he developed well.
Yeah, he was all over the film, man. I was very, very impressed by what I saw by him.
Right.
So I gotta give him his props, man. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So, anyways, enough talking about them.
That's enough.
I mean? That's enough. After Jeff Wilson converts a 4th and 1 with a 4-yard run, it's now 1st and 10 for y'all. Tua is in the gun. Wilson is to his left. 20 personnel, Tyreek and Sherfield to the left with Ingold in between and Waddle to the right. Cover 3 for Cleveland, but John Johnson's going to slide up to give it a cover 6-2-4 look. And 2 is going to throw a dart to Sherfield on the deep hook route with Taki closing in, but 2 anticipated and fitted into that window. I mean, to me, Martin, and we'll run it quickly. This is a great quick read and display of quick processing of the defense in front of them after that shift to ID the soft spot. And it went for 18 yards too, man. And very impressive, I thought.
The reason why this is such a high level throw, and you can just jump straight to the God view because that's where it tells everything.
Yep.
Tua's eye discipline, his eye manipulation. Everybody in the world knows he wants to go to Tyreek Hill first. So what does he do? He navigates to the left first for the defense, veers to the right, and then goes. I mean, for you to just use, and I don't know if anybody played Madden back in the day when they had quarterback vision, where you could just see, see the whole word. Bro, it was so hard to play, right? But this is a display of quarterback vision.
There's
using his eyes.
Yep, there you go. I'm just gonna show people, right? All right, and there's the left. Look off Tyreek coming out. He's to the right, and now he's back to the middle. And
fires it. Boom. And the location and timing was so perfect that Scherf was safe. He was safe. He put on the seatbelt for Scherf. He's like, I got you, brother.
This throw is so money. You could take this clip and go cash it at a bank. All right. Look at this. And he does this a couple more times. Like you see him doing this a lot now.
Is that wide open or is that a tight window throw? I don't know. I don't know. Somebody got to tell me because that looks like a tight window throw. If you ask me,
that is a tight window throw.
Tight window.
It's Taki because he came in close by the. If you look at where, I mean, that's all anticipation. You got to anticipate that because if you're late. If you look at this,
that could be deflected or intercepted.
Yeah, Taki's on that. If you're late, look at that.
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
That's a tight window throw. That's all anticipation and processing.
Yeah, man. Perfect.
And head-eye manipulation, right? Like that. And this was one of his superhuman strengths coming out. I mean, people forget this guy was as natural of a pocket passer as they came coming out. All right.
Absolutely.
Like, and he had all the traits that translate to the next level in the pocket. That's why everyone saw him. Yes, is the pocket quarterback dying a little bit, but everyone was like, Tua is different from that because of all the traits he already has at the collegiate level. If he develops those even further, he's going to be lights out. This is what I've told you. His recipe is elite efficiency, elite accuracy, and a high football IQ. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Tom Brady recipe. So you can keep your highlight reel. Can't finish above 500 Herbert highlight throws all day, right?
Oh man,
you can keep that. You can keep that. You can keep the nice Goldilocks hair. You can go keep that.
I love the efficiency. Yeah, I love the efficiency, man.
Bro, I was in a space last year with a guy who claimed he was a Buccaneers fan, bro. And he was trying to argue my whole efficiency thing. I'm like, "Are you a Bucs fan?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, did you watch Tom Brady before he came to Tampa Bay? Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then what happens the next year? Joe Burrow goes on that run. Why? Elite efficiency, accuracy. You know what I mean? He still had things he had to clean up in year 2, like his heart reads and stuff, but his efficiency is what took them there, not the 500-yard games you saw him do a couple times last season. It was that huge efficiency factor in the playoffs, right? So, anyways,
he was unfazed. Yes.
Yeah. You make those throws when they present themselves, right? And anyways,
I see it. Yeah.
You know what it is. You know what time it is. An 18-yard run by Wilson, followed by an 11-yard run, has the Dolphins deep in Browns territory to the 11-yard line right now. 1st and 10, 2 in the gun. Mostert to his left, 20 personnel, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Cover 3 for Cleveland, who once again are going to roll into a 4-2 cover 6. What a move by Tua right here. After the play action, look at how he's going to sell Isaiah Thomas. Finds Zingold on his flat route, takes it up the left sideline. And, I mean, I know it's on
the whole team.
Look at the effort from Tyreek, might I ask.
Blocking,
the 3-yard line right now.
Yeah.
Look at Tyreek.
Listen, and obviously when Mike McDaniels was hired, I started scrolling through most of like his videos and YouTube stuff. He had a session where he was talking about wide receivers blocking downfield, right? And I guarantee you, when they put on this film, Mike McDaniels might walk up and kiss Tyreek on the forehead, like, "Thank you, thank you for listening to me." But look at everybody celebrating after this play. Everybody is celebrating when Ingo crossed the plane. They love this dude, bro. And I'm telling you right now, we have a whole bunch of fantastic players. Yeah. Ingold is our X factor. Period. Ingold is our X factor, bro. You can call me crazy or whatever. This guy sets the tone in the run game, and he is secretly good as a pass receiver coming out the backfield. And real quick reason before we get to the next play, I just wanted to mention Tua's playing so free right now. Nobody makes that play but Tua. If you see how he just nonchalant,
his movement in the pocket on this to move. Look at this. His movement in the pocket is elite, bro. Look at this. It's
unreal.
Look at that.
Unreal.
Look at that.
Unreal.
Oh my God. Even sold the camera. Look at that. Even the camera got sold on the fake. The All-22 got sold.
Tua's playing this year with such a freedom off of his chest, and it's just, I mean, this is backyard football, bro. This is backyard football.
Everyone say bye, Felicia to Flores in the chat. You know what I mean? And we got to highlight it again. The effort by Tyreek, man. They give this man quarterback money, and he's earning every single dollar.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He is not a prima donna.
Best player in the world right now. Best player in the world right now. I don't care what anyone
He works for it. He works for it. Mm-hmm.
All right, now after Zach Seiler forces a fumble and Jeff Wilson run for 6 yards, it's 2nd and 4 for Miami. 2 in the gun, split back look. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Cover 4 for Cleveland, shifting again to cover 6. Sherfield is going to motion there. Cleveland goes to cover 3 post snap. And Tua is going to get pressure in his face, but still delivers a strike to Waddle on his dig, but he can't hold on to it.
That was a tough throw.
Well, it is because guess who shot the gap? Tacky. Shot the gap. Look at that, right in his face. That's a tough throw.
But the accuracy is still perfect.
Oh my God.
The accuracy.
Rick says, shout out to the 49ers and Texans for finding the pieces for Super Bowl contending team. McDaniel, Tua, stick to your vision. I love it.
And we play the Texans and the 49ers right off the bye week. Just as like a tour, a thank you tour.
That's a good
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a great. But look at the throw. Man. Like if you freeze frame it, it's in his.
It's in his hands.
Yeah, like it's on the money. It's just a good defensive play.
Absolutely, better defensive play than it was. How perfect the pass was. Yeah.
What a money.
I still love Waddle, man. That dude's tough.
That's my guy right there, man. 3rd and 4. You know what that means. 3rd down, Tua. All right. 2 in the gun. Moser to his left. 11 personnel. Trips bunch to the left and Gesicki to the right. But Tyreek's going to motion out of that bunch. Cover 6, 4-2 for the Browns. Tua is going to step into this and drive a strike to Waddle for 29 yards on his post route. What a throw.
Wow.
Boom.
Wow.
Deliver that, young man.
Wow.
I love when Waddle makes a big play and he always does that shoulder shake.
Yeah, right.
Bring that dog out, bro. Bring that dog out.
Bro, that okay. Now, if we can just appreciate Tua's look, he is evolving into a fearless thrower of the football. Look at how he just
boom.
Perfect.
Look at that,
perfect
bro.
In stride, bro. And again, last year or the year before, he wasn't this confident. He wasn't this, risky.
And we know
this is still good coverage.
We know he feels Myles. Look at Myles Garrett has Armstead on skates.
But Armstead is an absolute anchor, man. Armstead did not let it happen.
And Tua trusts him and just stays firm, doesn't panic, and drops a dime. Like, look at what did we talk about the last 2 years? What did we talk about? He wasn't trusting his weapons. He wasn't trusting his body, and he wasn't trusting his protection. This is him trusting his weapons and his protection rolled into one. And look at the results you get. Look at that throw. Unbelievable. Wow. Unbelievable.
Great tackle by Delpit because he was going to crib that for sure.
He's gone. Yeah. Man.
But great throw, man. Great location.
Love it. Gets me all giddy inside. All right. This is a false start call on Hunt. 2 is in the gun. Moser to his right, 11 personnel. 2-by-1 receiver set. Cover 4 for the Browns. Hunt. Oh, man. Why'd you take? I had to show it because we only get so many few chances to show Gesicki getting thrown to. You know what I'm saying? Bro, because the offense is so good.
I know, man.
Shout out to the game. Triple H. I am the game. Shout out to Triple H.
Shout out, man.
For becoming a member.
My dude.
There you go. All right. 2 Mostert runs later. It's 1st and 10. Cover 4 it is cover 3 rolled into cover 6 for Cleveland. 2 in the gun. Moser to his right. 11 personnel. 1-by-2 set. You're going to see Cedric Wilson's going to motion to the right. Tua gives it to Cedric, and he has Waddle and Tyreek wide open.
Wow.
Wide open. Take your pick. Look at Tyreek. Look at this. And there's no pressure yet. There's you got happy feet. And look at Waddle down here at the left. You got either corner route is money all day. Look at this. Which one do you want, bro?
Oh, man.
Which one do you want right now?
And Cedric normally makes these throws too, man, but he just wanted to get busy.
And you hey, you worried? You even got Tua coming out of here. Look at all this room for Tua. I'm not even joking. We've seen the throw back to quarterbacks before. Look at all this room for Tua. He can just run out of bounds inside the 15, bro.
I chalk this up to Cedric just wanted to get busy, man, because he got wiggle.
Don't be scared.
Look at what Cedric does on this play, right? He doesn't want to make the throw, but look at how he just starts, and I see why they put him at punt return, bro. This dude got some shakes, bro.
Well,
he got some wiggle in him.
Yeah, because he tries to make it out of it, and there's room, actually. Rick says Eagle was driving car ramrod this game. Yeah, because look at now you're gonna see him. He tries to shimmy shake out of it, and he
Whoa.
But I mean,
it was a negative play. It was a bad play.
Yeah,
but I was like, you know what, man? Even though you missed like wide open dudes, I like that. I like what I saw. I like what I saw right there.
Gold star for effort. Look at this.
Mm-hmm. That was nasty.
If he did get that one block right there.
Oh, he might have turned it up. Yeah. That's what I mean by like he got some wiggle, bro.
Yeah.
He got some wiggle.
The Watch Mister donated $4.99. He said just stop by to say hi to everyone and support the Phinside fan piece. If you don't know who Watch Mister is our lucky charm. He donates before every game, and every game he's donated before, we've won. Shout
out, bro. Shout out, man. We salute you, man.
Needs to throw the ball, though. I ain't even trying to hear about the wiggles, bro. This isn't an Australian. This isn't an Australian band. I'm not trying to hear about the wiggles, bro.
Let me tell you some reason. I grew up on street football, right? When you see stuff like this, even if it's a negative play,
son, you're making that throw in street football. You're like, bam, it's out.
Not if you're a playmaker, bro.
Like? You know what? Oh, if you're a playmaker, you know what your eyes look like when you see this, bro? They're bulging out of your head.
But you're right. Seth should have made this throw, but again, look at. Oh. I just like seeing that, man.
Lots of 6 Martin seen in years. It is an effort. The effort's ridiculous. If he goes up the middle of this and it gets boxed out,
but he had to maneuver that linebacker right there because he just.
I said if it gets boxed out, if he went up the middle of this, because look there's a chance to box it right here.
Right.
If that would have got boxed right there and he could have gone up the middle, oh boy.
Right.
And then
he would have took it somewhere.
If he would have this move, if he would have got another, like neither one of these guys got blocked. If you would have blocked one of them,
just a seal
gone. Yeah, just a seal block right there, and it's gone.
Yeah, man. And bad play. I just like seeing it, man. Mm-hmm.
And when did you say Miami?
You're talking Super Bowl because we're the Miami Dolphins.
There you go.
Somebody got to make a remix about that song, man, because that song was made in like the 60s, brother. Hey, man, let's go ahead and get Rick Ross on there. You know what I mean?
I think it's time for a new song, bro.
they can remix the fight song, bro. They can remix it, and I bet you it's gonna be fired. You know, it's just when they're ready to do it. You know,
I can't deal with that song, bro. It's too much, bro. It's too dated. You know.
I know, man.
All right. So after a 6-yard loss, it's 2nd and 16 after that gadget play. 2 in the gun. Wilson Jr. to his right, 2-by-1 receiver set, 11 personnel quarters yet again for the Browns. Wilson Jr. motions to the left. Tua has Hill on the post, but doesn't pull the trigger for some reason because the throwing lane is actually open. When you see the throwing lane's open. He's looking at him. I don't know why he didn't pull the trigger.
They gave him the zone coverage. Tua has to anticipate that and just fire it in there because it was wide open.
It was right there.
He just missed it.
Instead, he's going to take Wilson in the flats off platform. Throw falls short and complete.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a miss by Tua. He just did not pull the trigger on that for some reason. But look at Robert Jones right here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the one-on-one battle. He is just dominating right now.
Beautiful.
Dominating. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, bro.
Liam, look at the throwing lane they gave him to see Tyron.
I know, bro. He should have pulled. He should have pulled that, man.
They gave him
he should have fired. He should have fired in there immediately. But it's okay. He missed one
with that throwing lane. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. With that throwing lane and with the soft spot in the coverage, you can actually afford to be late on this throw and you'll make it.
Yeah.
Like if you release, if he would have watched, because you see right before he bails.
Ball like oh man.
And he's already out of his break. Ball there. It's late. Technically it's late, but you'd still would have been good. I don't know why. I don't think he trusted this hanging linebacker underneath.
It might have been something about the wonky coverage, because honestly the Browns were just doing some different instead of like rolling the safety, they were like rolling the corner to the safety position, and it was like, okay, yeah, this is a little strange, but still, when they give you that zone coverage and you got an in-breaking route, man, anticipate fire, yeah.
So I think that's like one of the few misses we'll see tonight.
You're right.
You didn't miss often, so enjoy that one.
Look at Robert Jones, left guard. What you said? What you said about my mama? What you said about my mama? It's like he got the Bobby Boucher mentality. My mama's broke this woman in the world.
3rd and 16 now. 2 in the gun. Wilson to his right. Trips left. 1 receiver to the right. 11 personnel. Cover 4 for Cleveland. This is going to be a screen to Wilson on the left side to get back some of that lost yardage. They pick up 10, setting up 4th and 6. Great blocking. I love the blocking to that left side.
Beautiful execution.
Sanders is going to make the field goal, make it 10-7. But look at the blocking right here, guys. Look at the commitment. Look at that. Beautiful. Love it.
And they get coached on that. Look, but hey, in my notes, I wrote the offensive line is here. Look at the entire offensive line on this. Get on the ground.
Look at that.
All cut down to the ground to get a clean shot to your running. Bro, the execution that this team, this offense is doing on a consistent basis is scary good, bro. All of them executed this perfectly.
Yeah.
If we find the correct stride and we just commit to consistency, oh my goodness, bro. Year one? Okay.
Can you say that? I'm not gonna even say the word yet. We gotta wait. After Cleveland turns it over on downs, it's 1st and 10 now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still 10-7. 2 under center. Wilson Jr. is a single back, 21 personnel. Waddle is going to motion from the doubles on the right to the left. Cover 6 for the Browns. Play action. 2 is going to get pressure in his face, but look at that. All of his upper body delivers, like I'm telling you, delivers a dime to Tyreek on his comeback route.
I don't
to
get
the right sideline for an incredibly impressive throw. The anticipation of ball placement is ridiculous on this throw.
This is when you have complete confidence in yourself, in your receiver, and in the process. This is as fearless as I've seen TUA since Alabama, pretty much. This is getting 30-yard heave dime. Oh my goodness, this is perfect,
bro. It's perfect. And shout out to $90 said, imagine running with your eyes open. Edmonds shaking my head. But you look at it like this is. I mean,
next level.
This is all upper body right here, and just boom, right to the spot. Like wow,
the confidence is. It's almost insulting the type of confidence that TUA has with Tyreek right now. Because look, go ahead, man. Let the play run. At this view, you see perfectly.
Yeah, Clowney.
What?
Clowney beats Shell with his feet pretty good here, and his agility, and applies pressure on Ronnie Harrison. Eventually, will win against Jeff Wilson. So the pressure comes from TUA's right side. I mean, you see it.
Come on, bro.
Wow.
Nobody. That's why I'm saying, like, TUA's playing with such a freedom right now. Like, he has no worries in the world as far as the outcome. Like, he is just playing football, and this is where you want to be as a quarterback. You want to have complete freedom in not only, judgment of yourself, but your coaches judging you as far as the critiques. This dude is playing free right now, man. I love it. Oh my goodness. What a throw.
So this is the next drive, because the Dolphins ran it 6 more times on that last drive after that Tyreek catch. And that's the drive where we couldn't convert on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. So it's still 10-7. It's 1st and 10 from the Miami 47. There's about a minute 22 left in the first half. You see Tua's in the gun, Moser to his right, 11 personnel, 2-by-1 receiver set. You're going to see Hill is motioning to that right side. Quarters for Cleveland. Tua is actually going to pump fake, eyeing Hill's dig, but looks it off and takes Moser to the right flats for the quick 5-yard gain. Good decision. Good decision.
Right. For a 2-minute drill, perfect.
Yeah. Good decision.
He didn't force anything. He sees it. Give it to him.
Pump it, look it off, and deliver it. I love it. All right. I mean, this is another one too where he's going to sell Tyreek. So now it's 2nd and 5, 2 in the gun. Moser to his left, 2-by-2 set. 11 personnel, cover 2 for the Browns. And Tua, he's going to sell the dig underneath to Tyreek on the top there. And that's going to cause the DB and the linebacker to bite up. And it's going to free Gesicki on his corner route. And with the safety deep over top. And Tua's going to make a perfect throw to Gesicki. This is eye manipulation. Look at that.
Right.
Because he didn't fully even pump it. You saw the slight pump. But he had the eyes locked in. And right there, you saw that little twitch was just enough. And watch both defenders bite on it. Because that's how hard he sold it. But he's throwing over top of them. Unbelievable stuff. Again, the eye manipulation, the head discipline on display by Tua, and even throwing in a little shoulder pump. Look at it. Right there, flinch, and it's out. Look at that. That is beautiful stuff from Tua Tagovailoa.
Decisive reset and throw. Decisive reset and throw. Perfect read. Perfect read. Didn't hesitate, man.
With the cell underneath. I love it.
If you smell...
Bro, he is cooking, dog. He is cooking.
Oh, my goodness. This was so decisive, man. So decisive.
10 now, 57 seconds left. 2 in the gun. 57 seconds left in the half. 2 in the first half. 2 in the gun. Wilson to his right. It's sorry, we're going to the next one. I'm already good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now we're under a minute. All right. And so now it's 1st and 10. 57 seconds left. 2 in the gun. Wilson to his right. Trips bunch left. You see 1 receiver to the right. 11 personnel. Quarters for Cleveland once more. And, I thought Wilson Jr. should have actually drawn a flag here on his in route, but he does, and it falls incomplete. It's a flag, especially on the God view. I mean, this is like clear as day that I believe it's Taki is all over him. I mean,
I think the only reason they did not throw it is because they probably assumed it was uncatchable. But regardless, like how you said, at the very least, it's pass interference because he did not allow the receiver
to make a play
to make a play, pretty much, man. So just a missed call by the refs, but we'll make up for it. Don't even matter.
2nd and 10 now. 2 in the gun. Wilson to his left. We got Trips bunch right. Waddle split out to the left. Sherfield's going to motion to the left at a Trips bunch. It's 11 personnel. And Browns are in a 2-4 cover 6. And Tua is going, and I love this, right? Waddle's slant is going to pull the defender away from the line of scrimmage. And that's what allows Sherfield to even get this gain. Look at that. It just pulls him away. 4-yard gain. Would have wanted the ball delivered a little bit earlier. But other than that, man, I like the design on this, by the slant to pull away the defender. Just, that hesitation he did there. That's what, that's why it's only a 4-yard gain. But whatever, I'll take it. 3rd and 6 now. 48 seconds left in the first half. Time for 3rd down, Tua to go to work. 2 in the gun. Moser to his right. 1-by-3 set here. 11 personnel. It's a 1-3 look, so a cover 4 robber for the Browns. And what we mean by 1-3 is cover 1 to the left, cover 3 to the right. And the throw to Waddle here on his out route when they need 6 is so impressive and one of his best throws of the season.
Yeah.
Like the anticipation and accuracy is so elite here. It's unbelievable. Like, what a beautiful way to get the first down. Look at this thing. Look at this thing.
And it's a high pressure throw. It's a high pressure throw. The ball literally looks like it came out of a jug machine. as far as the accuracy, bro. And again, I don't know what to tell people, man. He's literally when Tyreek said he's the most accurate quarterback in the league, everybody was laughing. Tua be throwing Dilfer dimes out here, dog. Like consistently. And the more we start realizing like he is who he is, look at that. Look at that, bro. Outstretched arms, perfect location.
You know how, I don't think people realize how accurate you have to be with this football. Like,
right.
To be complete, you know what I mean?
Because Waddle is actually fast.
Yeah.
And that DB is fast as well. So for him to put it perfectly there, man, like, come on, bro. Like,
that is all anticipation and elite accuracy, man. That's
and he had to dap up Tyreek after that. Like, yeah, I did it.
yeah.
Bro.
All right. 1st and 10, 44 seconds left now. 2 in the gun. Moser to his left, but the trips left with Waddle is going to break up as he motions to the right side. Quarters for the Browns. Play action, and Tua doesn't like what's developing at the second level and beyond, so he makes a smart move. He takes what the defense gives him.
Mm-hmm.
Moser came out of the backfield on that stab route, and Tua hit him for the 8 yards. And then actually the Dolphins end up using their second timeout after this. Just take what the defense gives you. It never hurts to do that, right?
2-minute offense, bro. Read 4 technically became read 2 based off of what he saw immediately. Fast processing. Lightning quick.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
2nd and 2 now with just over 30 seconds left in the half. Tua keeps dropping dimes, and this is one of his best TD throws of the year. 2 in the gun. Empty backfield. Gesicki motions to the right, made it a 2-by-3 set. And it's cover 2 for the Browns. And Tua throws the fade perfectly to the back of the left end zone, and Sherfield makes an incredible catch, stretching out and keeping the feet in. This is an absolute thing of beauty, and it makes it 17-7 for the good guys.
Sherf is a pro, man. Sherf is an absolute pro. And let's give a special shout out to Tua, man. He's literally playing, in the bucket football. He threw it literally at the back pylon perfectly to where his receiver was going to be. His receiver was there. And shout out to the offensive line for completely mugging Myles Garrett on that play. Yeah.
Martin, come on. Look at that throw, bro. Especially from the God view when it highlights it.
Decisive.
Like,
perfect.
Look at that thing. My God.
Perfect. Yeah, man. You can't do it any better, man. You can't do it any better.
I don't want to hear anything. The debate is over. The franchise quarterback has arrived. I ain't trying to hear nothing right now. Good God almighty. What a throw. All right. And we get the ball back to start the second half. So now it's 1st and 10 to start that second half. Split back look, 2 in the gun, 21 personnel, 1-by-1 look with Waddle motioning to the right there. Browns are going to show cover 6 and drop into a single high man look. Good coverage at the second level and beyond. So once again, Tua takes what the defense gives him, which is Wilson in the right flats for that big 14-yard gain up the right sideline. Love it.
And I need people to understand the way Tua threw the football to Wilson. That's how you're supposed to throw to a running back. Yeah. You can't beam it in there. You can't just throw a little feather. Nah, you got to guide it to him. Hey, great decision, great throw.
Perfect. Okay, so it's 2nd and 4 after a 6-yard Wilson run. Tua is under center. It's 21 personnel, 1-by-1 receiver set. Ingold is a wing back there, and Wilson Jr. is a single back. Browns are going to slide into quarters at the snap, and this is a big effort here by Ingold. He's going to miss the cut block on Garrett, who sidesteps him, but gets up to a rolls out to his left and hits him on the out route for 9 yards and a first. What an effort by Ingold here. I mean, never give up, kids. Even if you whiff, you know what I mean? Look at this, and then just boom, let's go.
Ingold is the glue to this offense, brother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I love this dude, man.
He's ridiculous, bro. I love him.
Oh my God.
There's only one guy in this world who fits this offense better at that position, and that's Kyle Juszczyk. So
and we got the piece. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you could have named a better fit.
Hey, real quick, Reason, can you go back to the God view?
Yep.
Just so I can kind of emphasize. If you guys don't know, this was a part of the play design. Ingle was eyeing Myles Garrett before the snap to make it seem like he was the block, right?
Yeah.
Gets over there, whiffs intentionally to pop back up and get a dump. Look,
and he did it again later in the game too.
And I seen this before in a previous game, and I keep saying to myself,
he does it again in this game, and Tua just doesn't target him.
But what I'm getting at is it's becoming more and more obvious. The play designs that Mike McDaniel is coming up with is next level. Yeah, and we have to appreciate that this is just year one. We still need to figure out certain situations, certain things that guys can do in such. Bro, it's about to get real, man. It's about to get real, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying, brace yourselves, bro. Oh my god. And Reason, and they have a week off of preparation. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's what he's going to do. He's going to start cleaning stuff up, and he's going to add wrinkles. Now you're going to see, like, that's what I'm saying. This is the worst thing that can happen for the league. this bye week at this time, because we're clicking. Bruh. And he's going to spend this whole time fine-tuning it. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. I've said since we hired this man, he is OCD. There's no way he's going to let this team's making the playoffs. I'm telling you that. 2nd and 9 after a 1-yard Wilson Jr. run. 2 in the gun. Wilson to his left. 12 personnel. 1-by-1 set. Browns, they are they're going to switch to cover 1 man with Hill's motion to the left right there, right? And Tua is going to pump and then deliver a strike to Gesicki on the dig, who takes it for 16 yards, and that big first down. This sets up a 24-yard touchdown run for Mostert on the next play to make it 24-7.
This play is so good to me because it definitively shows you the ripple effect of an excellent run game and when the run game is working. At the God view right here, look at the entire flow of the offensive line, the defensive line, and the linebackers.
All to the right.
Everybody is looking to see where Jeff Wilson is because he's been gashing them all game.
When people kept asking me, Reason, what are they trying to do with this offense? What are we going to see in this offense? What did I keep telling them, Martin? They're going to try and set you up with the flow of the game to one side of the field, and then they come back and they make you pay the other way.
This is the ripple effect.
And this is the ripple effect. That's what West Coast likes.
Look at that. Look at that, man.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we have running attack.
This is why now people that's another reason why, Martin, why people need to understand why getting the run game going is so critical in this style of offense. Right?
The ripple effect of the running attack, bro.
And with Tua playing at the level he's at, if you're going to give him wide open looks, he's going to kill you all day. So it's 24-10 now after a Browns field goal, 1st and 10. 2 in the gun, Wilson to his left, Waddle motion from the left to the right there, 21 personnel, Tyreek to the right there too. Cover 6, 2-4 for Cleveland. It's going to be a play action, and Tua uncorks it to Hill, who gets inside leverage on his go route. But Denzel Ward makes a great play, and I think Hill mistimed his jump a little too early, incomplete.
Yeah. If I was going to give any critique on this, I just want Tua to throw it over that safety's head, because the reason why he thought this throw was there to make is because he's seen that safety. I think that's John Johnson.
Yeah.
He was flat-footed. He was like you see Tyreek, he's flat-footed right there. As soon as you see the safety flat-footed, if I'm Tua, I'm throwing it in the middle of the field over the safety's head to allow Tyreek to run right underneath it, man. Like right there. He's flat-footed, even leaving, over the top, middle of the field. Let Tyreek go and get it, man. He turned his hips inside, and then he had to flip them out, right? And because he had to flip them out, he didn't flip them out. He just turned his whole body in that. And look at the space it created by him having to round out instead of flipping his hips back, right? Right. That's why I said I would have thrown it over his head to see if Tyreek can go and get that one for him. But lesson learned, man. They're gonna take it to the film room, see how they can refine it, tweak it a little bit. And I guarantee you they're going to come back to this play for a big time play in the near future.
I agree. This man acting out here like he did the damn thing. You're getting lit up. What are you out here celebrating? Denzel I always hate that, man. Get back to work, bro. You're not winning. You know what I mean? You know, 2nd and 10. Split back set with 2 in the gun. 21 personnel for Miami. 2 receivers stacked to the left, 1 to the right. Browns in cover 4. It's like a 3-1 look. Mm-hmm. Play action. Tua gets pressure right away with Isaiah Thomas and tries to hit Wilson Jr. in the left flat, but it's going to flap it. It's going to fall incomplete.
Mm-hmm.
Pressure right away.
Exactly. Pressure was in his face immediately. He just tried to get the ball out. It was just a touch behind. That's all. Yeah, just a touch behind.
All right. Good play by the defense. Tua in the gun. Wilson Jr. to the left. 1-by-2 set with a motion from the right. it's 11 man. It's 11 personnel. Cover 4, 3-1 for the Browns. You're going to roll into a cover 2. And Tua is going to show great awareness in the pocket. Shift up, and he's going to deliver that strike to Waddle on that dig over the middle of the field for 15 yards. What a throw!
This is what separated Tua from a lot of people coming out of the draft. His pocket presence. Yep. He had pro pocket presence in Alabama, and right there you just see the
drive,
just the calm in the storm, shuffling your feet, moving up into it, not even stressing, and then just fired it in there.
You know what I mean? And not throwing off your back foot. That's because that's why we've kind of been on him the past couple of weeks when he hasn't been driving through footballs, because we look at how quickly he's been resetting.
Right.
And look at how fluently he's resetting. You don't even notice it.
Mm-hmm. He does it very nonchalant.
The footwork. The footwork's coming back to what it was.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. He's getting back to it, man.
Yeah.
Back to the basics.
Shout out to Nick Hicks, because that was what him and that's what him and Nalu, to his dad, really stressed on working on, was the footwork. Because Nalu, to his dad, said to Nick, when his footwork is at its peak, that's when Tua's at its peak. That's when he plays most confident. It's when his footwork is at its best, and you're seeing it right now, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. So now it's 2nd and 2 after an 8-yard Wilson run, 2 under center with Wilson Jr. as a single back, 1-by-1 receiver set, 21 personnel, quarters for Cleveland. Ingold motions to the right. Taki bails to Ingold. See, there's that hitch. Remember, I was talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Bailed to the flats and left the hitch and look at what it turned into. The design is beautiful.
I love to see Tyreek run with the football.
Again, I want people to watch. Okay, I want you to watch 44. Right? 44 is right in the middle of the Dolphin right there for the Browns. And I want y'all to watch Ingold and watch Hill. So it's a lot to look at, but look quick.
That little triangle right there.
That's how they open up the hitch.
Got
look
it.
At that. Perfect.
And again, Tua's eyes are on display right here, brother. Everybody look at Tua's face mask when he makes this throw, and look at where the ball comes out. Come on, bro.
No looking, son.
Right.
No looking, son.
He's playing like he's playing basketball, bro.
Look, boom.
Come on, man. And then Tyreek just puts on the burners, bro.
Love it. Stop it.
And real quick, press pause. If you see that number 75 on the sideline right now, that's our dear friend that had to sit out because of injury, but now his position has been completely taken over. Our friend Little. And if you see this man cheering on the sideline for his teammates, even though he can't get back on the field because Shell is playing better, that just lets you know how connected these guys really are. Look at him.
Yeah, look at him. He is. Yeah.
Clapping it up like this team right now. It's scary because there's no ego.
Yeah,
there's no ego involved. It's pure execution, bro. And I'm telling you, in this bye week. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
We go and see.
1st and 10 now. I formation for Miami. 21 personnel. Browns cover 3. Ingold is going to motion to make it an offset I. Play action. Tua's going to roll back to his right and deliver a strike to Cedric Wilson on the out route for 7 yards.
Come on, bro.
Come on, son.
Come on, bro. If you can you go back to the field view real quick, man? Look at how the way the ball it just comes out of Tua's hand on this play, man. Rolling to the right.
Just flick the wrist, just flick the wrist and it's there.
Come on, bro. Like, look at that. Again, he's playing with a different confidence right now. He's playing with a different confidence right now, brother. And honestly, man, the way it's looking, all right, I'm not gonna get too excited, man. This is just great execution.
Look at that, just great execution. Boom, it's right there. Love it.
My goodness.
What did Nick Hicks say before he came on the show when he made the noise? Before the first time he came on the show, he said, "A
healthy Tua, a healthy Tua, yeah,
right.
A healthy Tua is a confident Tua, and a confident Tua is a Super Bowl contender, and we are seeing it being unveiled to us. It's being he literally spoke it into existence. This is crazy, man. I'm glad we were patient as far as the front office, man, because Lord have mercy, it's paying off.
We would have looked like idiots if he would have went somewhere else and lost. Second, well, not us because we would have been right, but anyway.
I know.
2nd and 4 after Wilson Jr. picked up the first down with a 5-yard run, followed by a 6-yard Mostert run. 2 in the gun, Mostert to his left, 21 personnel, 2 receivers stacked to the right. Browns are going to shift to cover 3 with Waddle's motion, and 2 is going to take Hill again. Look at they cleared it out. They cleared it out with the flats again. Clear out the hitch with the flats. See again with Ingold. They cleared the hitch with Ingold. Look, and that's because he was hitting that earlier, and now
that was the first down too, man.
Yeah, they're giving him
that was the first down. This was the drive where they missed. They missed on the first down right there. I think they called him short, right? Like, did they give him no, they gave him the first down on this one, right?
Yeah, he got the first.
Okay, all right. It was the other drive. My fault.
Yeah, it's all good.
My fault.
So now after a 10-yard Mostert run and a 4-yard run by Wilson Jr., it's 2nd and goal at the Cleveland 2. 2 in the gun, empty backfield, 2-by-3 set. Tua drops a dime to Gesicki on the fade, but he can't fight through the contact for the reception incomplete. I'm going to say it, bro. You're not a 180-pound receiver. This is supposed to be a guy. Gesicki, for his skill set, should be such a bigger red zone threat.
Yeah.
And we've seen it. Unless he's wide open in the end zone, he never makes these contested catches. Like, top 5, top 10 tight ends make that catch. Like, that thing was you fight through the contact because as a tight end with that skill set and that body, that's what you're paid to do.
That's true. That's true. And again, if I'm Tua and I see this consistently happening, from now on, moving forward, I'm going to create a situation where he's catching nothing but alley-oops at the top of the rim. I'm putting the ball in position to where it's either he catches it at its highest point or it's completely out of bounds. Because giving him the option to try to outman his defender, it just hasn't worked, man.
I agree. I agree. Good thinking. 3rd and goal now. 2 in the gun. Wilson to his left. 1-by-3 set. 11 personnel. It's 3rd and goal, so you know what that means. 3rd down. Tua. Cover 0 again for the Browns. Wilson Jr. motions to the right there. And Tua's going to find Hill on the drag for the TD, falling away off his back foot, and it's in a perfect spot, and the coverage is actually pretty damn good. Sanders would miss his first extra point of the game.
I'm just saying.
Look at that.
When Tua goes Chef Curry with the wrist for an end zone shot, it's a touchdown. Bro, Chef Curry with the wrist, man.
42.7% of his red zone throws have been for touchdowns. The league average is 22%. Russell Wilson, he's throwing a touchdown in the red zone on about 6.7% of his throws. 2 is just next level, bro. Look at the confidence in that. Falling back off 1 foot. Like
Chef Curry.
Stop it, bro. That is like unbelievable, man. And
yeah, man.
Man, I like seeing Tyreek get those touchdowns, bro.
For real. You got to rack them up now, man. He got all the yards, but now he got to score.
Hey, bro, you ain't gonna hear me say any
Preaching to the choir.
Preaching to the choir, bro. You already know what time it is. But I'm just like, man, Tyreek, bro. Bro.
Yeah.
I can't say enough good things about him. I know
Special.
when everyone saw 30 million to it, one guy, they were kind of like, oh, but man, talk about a guy who's lived up.
However,
you know what I mean, eh?
Yeah.
So, all right, it's now 30-17 after a Browns touchdown, 1st and 10. And hold on, let me do this right here. All right, there you go. Boom. All right, so 1st and 10, Tua under center. You see Wilson is the single back. It's a 2-by-1 receiver set, cover 3 for the Cleveland Browns. And Tua, after the motion from Smythe, he's going to take a deep shot here on that out to Tyreek, and it's just a little bit over his head. And I know you said before we went live, they got to relax on the MVP chance because all of a sudden, he started missing throws. And this was a throw he was making early in the game. A little bit too much, not enough zip on that throw right there. A little too much air under that.
Honestly, I think if he read the coverage correctly, because I think he just wanted to get the ball into Tyreek Hill's hands, right? Yeah. Because obviously he probably saw the stat line and he just wants to get Tyreek some more yards. But if he read this coverage correctly, you got to hit Jalen Waddle backside, dig route, second window. It's gonna pop open. And if he just uses what he does best, uses his feet, shuffles up into the pocket, uses his eyes, get back into that middle of the field, he can fire that football right there in the middle of the field for Jalen Waddle for an easy completion, man. It's just about reading the coverage, man. Just consistently read the coverage. Consistently read the coverage.
Both, and I have my notes here, both digs were open with Sherfield and Waddle. If you could have taken either one if you really
right.
Taki bit up off the snap. He bit off on the play action, right? So because he bit on that delivered it. But I agree with you. He was locked in on Tyreek.
Yeah.
On that out. And I think he would have got there if he would have drove the football a little bit better right there.
He would have. He kind of threw it like all arm on that one.
Yeah.
But he has to look, Tua knows, man. Just set your feet exactly the way you need to. But again, if he reads the coverage the right way, I think he, immediately reverts back to his fundamentals, resets his feet to make the throw,
So they got called for an unnecessary roughness on that play, 15 yards.
We'll take it.
Then Wilson ran up the middle for 2 yards. So it's 2nd and 8 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, I believe that's Smythe motioning, Tua under center. You got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. You got 11 personnel. Jeff Wilson Jr. is the single back. And you have quarters for the Browns. And the Browns are actually going to take another penalty on this play. They end up taking
way offside.
Yeah, way offside. And this is going to be, you see the Sherfield motion, play action, and he just tries to hit, and he overthrows him. I don't know why he didn't throw his shoelaces, but he overthrows Jeff Wilson in the flats there, and you see massive offside call right here.
Yeah, it was obvious.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Tua was just trying to just throw it away, but it was a little too close to call. Yeah. If you don't throw it away, just get it out there.
He knew too, right? So now after that penalty on Clowney, it's 2nd and 3, and Tua split back set. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. And cover 3 for the Browns here. And Tua, he is going to take the snap after the motion. And Sherfield, the effort on the slant.
Grown man.
What an effort on that slant after taking the initial contact to just bounce off it like a bumper car and keep going.
I said it before. I'll say it again. Trent Sherfield is an absolute pro. He is an absolute pro. when you have guys like Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson was signed for a big contract, Mike Gesicki won some footballs, and he just does his job. He gets open, he makes the catches, and makes plays with the football. Still, another one. Absolute pro, man. And he's doing that 14 jersey right, like you keep saying.
Landry.
He's bringing the juice back into that 14, brother. Yeah. I love it, man.
I love it.
Jeez, Crow.
You ready for some Ingold time, though?
Let's get it, man.
1st and 10.
The glue.
After the glue. After that 27-yard gain, 1st and 10 right here. You see it's an I formation for the Miami Dolphins. And it's 21 personnel, 2 receivers stacked on the left side. It's cover 6, 4-2. And you see the motion turning into a single back as Ingold goes to the left side of the offensive line, really selling out on the run, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And play action. Tua is going to drop back. He takes that boy Ingold, and he turns it into a nice little short 6-yard gain.
Right. Good play action, naked boot, pitch and catch.
Yep, just get him off on that speed out.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Money throw.
Mm-hmm. Easy.
Easy peasy. All right. So after that 6-yard gain, and then after a Jeff Wilson run for 3 yards, it's now 3rd and 1. So hey, what is that?
And we're not running the football, ladies and gentlemen.
No, sir. No, sir.
We are throwing on 3rd and 1.
Oh, brother, this team is up 30-17, and they're like, let's throw the football. Because what does 3rd down mean? 3rd down, Tua comes to play, right? So you see Tua here in the gun. Wilson to his left. 2 receivers stacked to the right. 1 to the left. 11 personnel. Cover, it was a man. Is it
single man free. Cover 1. Yeah, man free.
Yeah. And Tua, he's going to take the snap and on the money to Waddle, brother.
And if Jalen Waddle doesn't slip, he was trying to go Sonic the Hedgehog turbo speed.
Yeah.
Up the field, and the grass got him.
Yeah, he was going to take that out route to the sideline right up it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But still, hell of a read, hell of a throw.
Look at that.
Perfect.
Look at that pocket. Did you see that extra? Watch this extra push by Taron Armstead. Everyone, watch 72 here. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Help out. Watch him help out Jones. Oh, you need help? Boom!
Get out of there. Get out the club.
Here, bro. Love it.
Get out the club.
I'm here for it.
Man, perfect pass by Tua, by the way, man. Because Jalen Waddle did like 3 moves in one route.
Yeah.
and Tua still put it on his chest, man. You know. They're clicking.
Love it, bro. All right, let's get into this. So now it is 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. You see Tua split back set. 21 personnel, 2 receivers stacked to the right, 1 to the left. And this isn't something of beauty. You see, I know. You see cover 3 for the Cleveland Browns. And what were you going to say, Martin?
This is where the MVP chant started getting a little bit louder in the stadium. And again, this is after that throw. This is after that throw, right? So Connor Williams is feeling it. He was like, damn. he felt the MVP, energy. MVP. And then he just snapped it right over his head. And I was like, damn. That just blew all the air out the stadium.
All of it.
But hey, I don't mind.
It is what it is.
Last play right here.
All right.
Hey,
let's do it.
Arguably one of his better plays the whole game. Let me just throw that out there.
2x2 set for the Dolphins. Tua in the gun. Wilson to his left. It's a 11 personnel. you see cover 2 right now, but they're going to go into like a cover 6, a 4-2 formation defensively. And Tua Tagovailoa, it's as easy as peasy to the feet.
So why would I say this is one of Tua's best plays? Why would I say this is one of Tua's best plays of the game? Put it like this. The Cincinnati Bengals game when Tua wanted to go for the jugular. And I'm specifically talking about the play where he was concussed.
Yeah.
He held on to the football. He did not have a plan when the ball got into his hands. He just wanted to take the shot. The shot wasn't there. Panicked, held on to the football, got hit, knocked out for 3 weeks. Tua has taken it upon himself to learn from the past. And I told you before a reason, every single snap Tua has to have a plan for this football. If it doesn't work, have a contingency. And Mike McDaniels emphasized this. Contingencies are good for you. Just let it happen. You can't be a superhero. Tua knew, he saw it, didn't have anything.
Live to see another down.
Live to see another down. We need to stay on this track. We need to stay on this trajectory. Because if Tua protects himself like this and stays healthy, that's when we're going to have a chance to make the run that we all anticipate we should make moving forward.
I mean, let's be honest, Martin. How impressive was that tape, my friend? That tape was absolutely phenomenal stuff, man. Tua delivered, man, and even going back to the little things and nuanced things that you're pointing out at the end there. I mean, he's avoiding taking those hits. He's living to see another down. And then what happens? They kick the field goal, right? They go up 33-17, right? And then we get the ball back, and Jeff Wilson runs a touchdown, and Sanders misses another extra point. But by living to see another down, I mean, the game still ended with a blowout. You didn't need the points, right? So love it, brother. Love seeing the growth in his game, dude. Love it.
The reality is that we are slowly but surely becoming the cream of the crop when it comes to offense and how an offense should operate in the National Football League. And Tua's leading the charge, man. Yeah. The kid comes out every week. He hears the noise. He hears the doubters. He's heard it since he got into the league, and he's putting his head down. He's working. He's staying humble. Every now and then he gets a little salty. We see it every now and then. Yeah. But for the most part, this guy, this year, he's on a mission. He is literally and you brought this out last year, but it officially needs to come back. He is the equalizer. He is the what you call the Tualizer?
Yeah, not called the equalizer. Yeah, the equalizer.
Tua has literally come back out this season, and it's about names on the list, bro.
And now, because of all those names on the list, what do we get? Salty Tua, and you can shop your Salty Tua merchandise at PhinsideTheNFL.com.
Get the merch.
Shop. We got shirts of Salty Tua. We got mugs of Salty Tua. It's cold out there. We got the mugs. We got the hoodies. And shout out
I gotta get a mug.
Shout out to Chad. And even this, we didn't promote it because a lot of people have it. We just dropped this too, this new Waddle House. But we added because everyone already does the Waddle House, but we added a Florida scape to it to give it a more of a Florida vibe. But Salty Tua, man, support the channel if you can. PhinsideTheNFL.com. Go to the shop, the Salty Tua merch. It's flying off the shelves right now. So Salty Tua,
I gotta get a mug,
man. He's got his receipts, and he's checking them twice, and he's gonna find out who was naughty or nice. And Tua time is coming. All right. So
hey, man, I have no doubt that Tua is gonna continue in his trajectory. I don't think Darrell Bevel. I don't think Mike McDaniel. I don't think Teron Armstead. I don't think Tyreek Hill. I don't think anybody that's surrounding Tua at this moment is going to allow him to slip back into, being what he once was prior to this year. I think that in order for you to officially, stamp yourself, certify yourself, you come out of this bye week on fire. And I have the feeling that, like you said, McDaniels is going to go back into his lab like Dexter, put up that, put all the wrinkles together, iron everything out, and be ready for each of his opponents for the next 7 weeks, man. It's about to get real, man. It's about to get real.
And guys, tomorrow night we'll be live at 8:30. Me, Ball Game, and Richmond Webb. We'll have the episode of The Finish Line tomorrow night. Be on the lookout for that, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And then Thursday, 8 a.m., around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Eastern time, be on the lookout. I will be dropping my interview with David Furones. We had a great time today. Recorded that today, so that'll be dropping for y'all on Thursday morning. So we got a lot of content coming your way. Me and Martin, we got a little special idea that we're going to work on potentially for next week. We got something going on for the bye there. So, hey, a lot of stuff coming. We're going to do a round table next week too as well. A lot of stuff coming for you. Just because it's the bye doesn't mean we take a week off here at Phinside the NFL. Martin, as always, absolute pleasure. I enjoy doing it with you because I take pride in saying I think in this community we're the best at doing this. And, man, thank you so much for – hey, man, our goal here on this channel is to inform all the fans, and I think we do a damn good job of that. And thank you for being an integral part of that, Martin. You're the man.
That's
I love
you,
brother. And, guys, we will see y'all tomorrow night. Until next time, you already know what time it is, baby. Fins up all day, every day, even beyond the grave in which we'll lay 7-3 heading into the bye. Let's get it, baby.
Peace. Yes.